We all watched this weekend intently, so let's start with what Shohei Ohtani did from the weekend. 3 home runs in this series against Baltimore, including his league-leading 31st home run yesterday. He's so good that the intentional walks are starting to formulate, including Saturday's game I watched. They intentionally walked him a couple times to get to Anthony Rendon. Just let that sink in. Also, the fact that 31 home runs is tied for the most among Japanese-born players with Hideki Matsui. Wait, hold up. It's July 5th.
That's right.
We still have half a season to go.
It's not only the home runs and the numbers. 31 is absurd. It's the prodigiousness of where those balls are landing. 450 feet is just like a common home run for him. That ball yesterday that landed halfway up that berm in Los Angeles. The last time I saw, or in Anaheim, the last time I saw a ball hit above that or close to that was Bo Jackson. Remember in the All-Star game? You just don't see the ball go there that far. And what he's been able to do and hitting pitches at his ankles and hitting pitches at his shoulders has just been so fun to watch. Just an amazing athlete, and we're lucky to watch him play.
Yeah, on both sides, of course, two-way player, and we'll get to that in a moment, too. But the fact that he's becoming one of the most feared hitters in Major League Baseball. Did you see him getting to this point at the plate?
No, nobody did. I mean, the first spring training, I think he was just kind of warming up, and there were some writers who thought he wasn't even going to be a good player. I wasn't in that camp, at least. I didn't expect this. I mean, he's on pace right now where he may threaten the American League home run record for a single season, or as I call it, the legitimate home run record. So it's amazing. If he sets the record for American League home runs while pitching too, I mean, this is one of the greatest seasons we've ever seen.
And he's 27 years old today.
That's right.
Happy birthday, Shohei Ohtani. Yeah, pace at the moment, 63 home runs, 21 stolen bases. We just showed the slugging percentage, which is at 704 at the moment. Last time we saw 700 plus was Barry Bonds in 2004. I just want to make sure everyone lets that sink in, what we witnessed from the weekend. Also, Shohei Ohtani is an all-star. Shohei Ohtani is an all-star. There's a reason I said that twice. He is the first ever player to be voted in as both a hitter, DH, voted in by fans. We found that out a few days ago, and voted in by the players as a pitcher. Ron, even before we get into how this could look at the Midsummer Classic, we have a player that's an all-star in multiple ways. The numbers, of course, hitting-wise are there, but even as a pitcher, ERA's in the mid-3s, strikeouts off the charts. He made it in both ways.
Yeah, he is just, he's remarkable in so many different ways. What he can do on the mound. Now, listen, his last start at Yankee Stadium, of course, he didn't get out of the first. Control has been an issue, but when he throws it over the plate, they can't hit it. You look at his strikeout rates and his ability. I think hitters are hitting under 200 off Shohei Ohtani. I think that the Angels at some point, though, are going to have to look at how they use him as a pitcher. I think certainly they know what they're doing when they put him in the lineup every day as a hitter. But as far as the pitching's concerned, he's a 4-pitch pitcher. He's got the complete mix. Each pitch is as good as any pitch in the game. But I think when I watch him start games, encompassing and using that complete 4-game mix has not been his friend. It looks like he's a little confused. He's very hesitant to throw the ball in the strike zone. Maybe they're going to have to, in the second half, take a look at maybe limiting him to 2 pitches, using him maybe more in a relief kind of role. And as far as the All-Star game is concerned, that's how I would use him. I would have him take his 4 at-bats, and if I see a spot to close out an inning in the 8th, 2 outs maybe in the 8th, 2 outs in the 7th, I might bring him in, not only because of his talent, but because of the spectacle of it. And the All-Star game is a spectacle, and you want to see the best players in the best situations.
This is a showcase for the world. That's an awesome plan, yeah. Let's see as many ABs from him as possible. He's an international superstar, and then seeing him in the late stages pitching.
Yeah, I'd like to see him pitch. I mean, the All-Star game is an exhibition. I think the fans did a fantastic job voting. Ohtani is the best hitter. He definitely deserved to be in that lineup as a hitter. I think that the players, they may brush up on the stats a little bit more. I think Savali and Bassett probably deserved it more, but I'm glad that he made it. I want to see it. It's an exhibition game. He's an incredible talent. It's arguable whether he deserved it as a starter, but like any other fan, I want to see him pitch as well, but I certainly want to see him get as many at-bats as possible in that game because he is an incredible hitter at this point. As a pitcher, he's a worthy all-star, I'd say, but not on the level that he is as a hitter.
I want to get this perspective, too, from Ron, because you pitched every fifth day. So imagine doing that, then hitting, which I'm sure you've been asked about. But then let's double down at the All-Star game.
Yeah.
He's going to be in the home run derby, hitting at altitude, and that can wear you out. It is a show, but you need to be in tip-top form, and then still guys can be exhausted after that. Oh, and then the next day he might hit and pitch.
You ask any hitter that goes deep into the home run hitting contest, they tell you the same thing. They are exhausted by the time it's all done, and he will be exhausted too. But we have to have him in it. You just have to have him in Colorado and see what he can do. I mean, practically, he might hit one into the rock pile in center field. He might hit it out of the stadium left center. You don't know what you're going to see. But for the Angels team, a team that's really fighting hard to try to get back in this race, their superstar is going to be pretty tired when it comes to Friday.
The good news is he pitches again. He starts on Tuesday, and then not another pitching appearance until potentially the All-Star game, which is a week later. So that would be a nice little break for him, at least on the mound, because, yeah, he's going to need it. He's going to be tired. And we appreciate you, Shohei, because we know this is a lot for him, okay?
Definitely.
And he's doing everything. We appreciate the Angels organization kind of saying, hey, do your thing.
Yeah.
Joe Madden going, this is special. This is unique. Who knows? We might never see this again. And also, last thing is, what if he's hurt in the future?
Yeah.
And we go, I wish we saw it all in 1 year.
Well, hurt or what happens if you make a decision at some point, and this happened for Ruth. That's the person he's compared to all the time. At some point, it was more valuable to have Ruth playing every day in right field. Yeah. That could happen. He's such a good and prodigious hitter. At some point, you're going to have to ask yourself, are we better if he's playing every fifth day? One of the reasons, playing every day, one of the reasons he has to pitch for this Angels team is because they need pitching. And if he was ever on a full, robust pitching staff team, you might need him more in the outfield.
Yeah, he could have.
It worked out for Ruth.
Yeah, it did.
It worked out, yeah. It worked out for Ruth. Ohtani could be at 40 homers at this point if he was just focusing on it. Who knows?
Maybe.
We'll see. He's still young. Happy 27.